Good morning and welcome to Barb's Craft Room. I was wanting to do a video on making cards. So I had this paper set sitting over here from Stampin' Up. It's called Florals in Bloom. And oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So let me just show you. You get 12 pages. Look at this, isn't that pretty? But they're double-sided. So that's the back, front, and the back. So in case you don't like florals, you can still use the paper. Look, that's so pretty. Look at that. Now what I've done, pretty. Oh, Lord. Pretty. So that's a nice selection. So what I've done is on the back of the paper pack, it tells you the colors that go with this papers. So I collected what I had. Some I did not have. So it's Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Secret Sea, Shy Shamrock, Strawberry Slush, Summer Splash, and Timid Tiger. So I went and got one 8.5 by 11 of whatever I had. So let me go through what I have. I have peach pie, garden green, granny apple green, timid tiger, darling duckling, cloud cover, bubble bath, strawberry slush, and then I had one shy shamrock and secret sea. So what I did was cut each one of them at 4 1/4. So you have an 8.5 like that. You just cut it in 4 1/4. So that's what I did with each of what I had. Then I took these papers, let me see, and I cut on each one, I cut it at 3 3/4, and then I turned it and cut it at 5. So I have 2 of each, 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to show you why I did that. So if you want to make a card with a white base, basic white goes with it, you cut them 8.5 by 11, cut it in half, you have a 5.5 by 4 1/4 card. And I don't usually score it because sometimes the paper's off and I like my paper to be straight. So I just line up the paper instead of scoring it. But you can score it if you like. And then you have a card. So there's several different ways of making these cards. And I wanted to show you what I did here. So to start with, I cut out the 3 3/4 by 5. I got to take all these papers out. I was trying to match them up where I would like to put them. And then I thought, well, maybe I want to make a video to show people how to do this. And this is how I do it. So here's all my colors. Now I have 2 sets of these colors because I cut it in half at 4 1/4. I'm going to set those off to the side for now. And then I have these, and there are 2 of each, so it's front and back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make front and back. Front. Each one of them are different. So let's see if I can do this. Back. That was front and back. Front and back. Front and back. Front and back. And this one has a card in here somewhere. Let me find it. It's really, if you have every color of paper, it sure works a lot easier. Oh, I have it right here on this card. There we go. So after I had it like this, what I wanted to do was find a paper that it would look really good on. And since I have 2 sections, one of these groups will be a card. So I'm going to set the card base off to the side. The other section can be a mat for the pretty card. Okay? And this is what I mean. I'm going to take 6 of these and I'm going to make a card. So this is the card. I know I'm a little confusing right now, but if we fold this in half, we have a card, right? And what goes with this pretty paper is a couple of different patterns. You can put almost anything. So I have this one, but because it's 3 1/2, this one works too. But because it's 3 1/2 by 5, it can also use a mat behind this. So the mat could be white. I have white here. A white mat, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4 with that. So that's one way. It could also be white this way, but that doesn't make it pop. So we'll put this back here, and if I was going to use this and I wanted to make this pop, I could use any of these colors as a background. So this one would be, let me get rid of the white. So this would be pretty in there, right? That's one. Any of these colors would be good. And that's where you need to make a tough decision on which one you would like to use for the background. Now that's very elegant looking. I might like that. But any of them would work. So basically what I'm telling you is that when you cut your cardstock, not the cardstock, but the designer paper, that one is not as pretty. But when you cut your cardstock in at 4 1/4 by 11, they make a card base when folded in half. The other section of them will make a card mat, but you have to cut that a little bit more. You have to cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. So then it fits underneath each one of these pretty papers right here. After you have decided which goes with which, you come up with a card, and then this paper also comes with a die. Yeah, it comes with a die cut machine. A die cut. And it also comes with these pretty florals that you can stamp and cut. These pretty florals, I did not stamp and cut these pretty florals, but I did use the other one that it comes with, which is Extraordinary Flora, and you can stamp this, which I did, and then color it, and then you die cut them out, and you have a handful of these beautiful little die cuts that you can add on your papers, on your pages, that are not I don't think they would look as pretty on those, but they do look pretty on the background. So I did that. And then this set also has a sentiment, and for the extraordinary couple, congratulations, or with love. But if you're like me, you send out a lot of birthday cards. So you get yourself a happy birthday stamp and just simply put a happy birthday across there, and your card is done. Very, very simple to do. Cardstock, designer paper, maybe some die cuts, and that's how simple it is to make a card. That's about all I'm going to share today. I gave you the gist of how to do it. If you need any further instructions, feel free to reach out to me. And thanks for watching. Bye now.